Today is the 6th day of February 2026. This is the OK Conversation. Welcome to it. In things for the part, as a young man, Okongo becomes one of the greatest wrestlers in his clan. Okongo values strength and aggression, traits he believes are masculine, and his worst fear is to be thought of as a feminine or weak, like his father Unoka. Okongo's wealth and status within the tribe grew, and he became or becomes one of the greatest men in the line, with 3 wives and a large stock of yams. He treats his family with a heavy hand, believing that the only emotion worth showing is anger. Okongo is particularly worried about his elder son Noi, in whom he sees his signs of laziness, reminiscent of Unoka, his father. One day the clan settles an argument with a neighboring village by demanding the sacrifice of a virgin and a 15-year-old boy, and he was named Ikemefuna, who lives in Okongo's family for the next 3 years. While living with Okongo's family, Ikemefuna becomes very close to Okongo's first son, sharing folk tales and encouraging him to enjoy masculine tasks. Okongo approved of his influence, annoyed and grew fond of Ikemefuna himself. Ikemefuna soon starts to call him father. After 3 years, folks, when the elder man of the tribe informs Okongo that Ikemefuna must be killed, he advises him not to participate in the killing. Since the boy called you father, Okongo ignores this advice, fearing that others will find him weak or ineffective, and he proceeds to strike the killing blow when they took Ikemefuna out to kill the next day. That's just a gist of things for the party. Welcome to it. Don't you go anywhere. We will have with us the mayor of the city of Painesville, Robert Bestman, be my guest for the day. My name is Trokon Wrepue. This is the conversation on OKFM 99.5. Let's go across the African continent to hear what's making news in other areas. The BBC is reporting that a Nigerian court has ordered the British government to pay $27 million to each of the families of 21 coal miners killed in 1949, imagine, by the colonial administration in the southeast of the country. The colonial police made up to Nigerians and Europeans shot dead workers striking for better conditions. Dozens were injured in what the state-run news agency of Nigeria described as one of the most notorious acts of repression under the British rule in Nigeria. Historians say the killing helped galvanize support for the Gormin anti-corruption or colonial movement that led to independence in 11 years later in the 60s. The BBC has asked the British Foreign Office for comment. Families and rights groups have led a decades-long campaign for officials' acknowledgement and compensation since 1949. A 52-year-old fisherman has died after being attacked by a crocodile while fleeing to a herd of elephants in eastern Zambia. The police say Dean Redina was returning from a fishing trip with two friends on Wednesday when they bumped into the elephants. They ran away with Nirinda, diving into a stream near Lungwa River. That is when he was attacked by a crocodile while biting his right eye. Local police chief Robertson Wimba told journalists. Dozens of people have been killed in a ferocious shooting attack on a village in Nigeria western state of Kwara after they refused to surrender to extremists who preach a strange doctrine, according to the state governor. Governor Abdul Rahman said on X is Twitter, formerly Twitter is X, that 75 local Muslims were massacred in Tuesday's raid, while a state lawyer told the BBC, what did he say? He told the BBC that 78 people had been buried so far, and the death toll could rise to an estimated 170 as more corpses were being removed or recovered. Blaming Islamic militant group Boko Haram for killing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu deployed an army battalion to the affected area. The assault was one of the several across Nigeria in the last few days. Our thoughts and prayer are with the family of the victims. We wish them some of the people who were injured. We hope they can recover from that. But very shortly, we take Mayor Robert Bestman. Yeah, he can come in. We take Mayor Robert Bestman. He's the mayor of the city of Painesville. Painesville having to be one of the, not even one of, Painesville having to be the largest in size. In terms of population, it is really populated. And it's been run by a young man, very, very young man. We thought to have him here on today. This could be his first interview since a year. I will ask him that, but we will talk to him on a series of things. So we'll take him between now and 4, and then we start having conversations, some other issues. But this is the OK Conversation on OKFM 99.5. Mayor, we'd like to say welcome. Thanks for joining us. On a very short notice.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I have many other meetings today.
I know. How has it been?
Like it's a routine job. Mm-hmm. So every day we have something to do new. We just from a meeting at the finance ministry, and I'm going to another one by 4 o'clock.
Okay.
So, but it has been good. We say Happy New Year, because I think since the New Year we are just meeting.
Yeah, sure. Richard Son. Yeah. More besides, I heard you were doing well. We wish you well. I know. How are you faring well now?
Yes. I ended the year very unwell, but it is normal when you move, and sometimes you get a breakdown in the human body, and then you check it up. But we are good now to go.
So far, how's the city of Painesville? You run the largest, the most populated. How was it?
Yeah, the city of Painesville is doing fine. There are huge challenges. We were aware of it because it is the single largest municipality in the republic, both in landmark and population. So we know every day there will be news of it. Mm-hmm. But Painesville is on the forward march.
Great. The last time we met was somewhere around December, and we had a conversation. You should have appeared
Yeah,
so that we do some year on the review to
yeah,
know what the challenges
yeah.
were last year and progress you've made so far. The entry of if I want to say the entry of Painesville, not the entry, but the ELW Junction has really been transformed. How are you managing with all of these? I mean, you go to ELW Junction, you go to Tupelo Junction, and some other places in Painesville. Even Right Light is getting some very good look. How are you managing?
Yes, we are using two things to deal with the situation at EAWA Junction, Duboro Junction, Ryland, to get our citizens to knowing where the city should be. So we are using communication and enforcement.
Okay.
So we are educating our citizens as to how this place should be as a city government. So we use the Department of Communication a large day in that. We run the PCC hour, and we also go to the community, go to the street, educate them, tell them that this cannot be done here by our city law, the ordinance. So even when we were taking them from the the junction, it is difficult to do because this is a country that we are struggling to get people get their livelihood. So when they establish makeshift uh, business center to area, we find it difficult to get them up, but we have to do our country like other country. So we use the communication department, go in, have meeting with the leadership, communicate to them that we have to get our city this way, and then we give them time, and in that time they have to move. Like the junction, we give them 3 months, educate them, put Jimbo, put flyers, and then after that, those that will understand will leave. The other people have to be,
Few years force,
yeah, you have to enforce
there will always be
the
people
law.
who want
Yeah,
to be defiant. Yeah,
sure.
but honestly, I hope a lot of places in Painesville will look like EAW Junction and what we are seeing around Tupper Road and other places. One of the challenges, like Monrovia, Painesville faces is the issue of garbage collection. We have one landfill site, which is the Wintertown. I know there were a lot of challenges last year when that place caught a fire. It took you months or weeks to cut the fire off. I know I was in constant communication with Jeremiah Teaching, who was always on the radio with us. Thanks to him for opening up his office to always communicate with us. But Painesville is really challenged when it comes to garbage collection mail. What are plans for this year?
We, excuse me, we are putting a lot of plans in place, and some we have started unfolding it already. It is difficult to open the problem is even more than Monrovia. A lot of people have not known. With a population almost 700,000, you have nowhere to use a holding center. Monrovia have two.
Yeah.
So they have Fiaman
Yeah, Fiaman.
and Stratton Creek. Painesville has zero. So if we move the deck today, we have to get it to Wintown the same day. And Wintown has all lived its usefulness. As you may know, Wintown is the only landfill for the whole republic. It have gone. I was just to Wintown on Wednesday because there was a demonstration by the community people. They are asking for us to put solar light on the road, street light, because most time we work very late at night, 1 a.m. or 12 in the night to move the dirt because you can't keep moving a huge amount of dirt among citizens. So at that time, the people in Wintown are saying the road can be very dark. They need street light there. They need water because of the dirt. They can be able to drink the water from the community. So we have been working with water and sewer. They are running a pipe-borne water in the community now. Okay. We are also talking with public work to do some street light there. So we had a meeting. We had to educate the people there, and we're going to be having some more meeting at public works. So those are things in Painesville that are even more than people look at. We work sometimes, I leave the field sometimes 2 a.m. in the morning, sometimes 3 a.m. But at that period, no one see what is happening.
Do you have the logistics?
That's one of our major problems. But we have a little that we are working with. When you get on the Somalia Drive now, you see we are cleaning the drainage. The
yeah.
people bring the waste from home,
That's
put it
terrible.
in the drainage, and then block the road with waste instead of then hiring or CBEs to pay and take their waste.
They use the
bring
less
it.
fortunate people.
Yes, yes. And then we have street security on the road, so they do it late at night, tie in the bed and just come and put it down. We have caught some of them, punished some of them, but Painesville is a big city, so always they will find a way. When people not looking, they come and drop it there. When we're fortunate, we catch some of them, we penalize them, but it is becoming, because we are stopping all those hot spots
Yeah.
they used to put it. We have deployed people there, so now they keep it in the night or early in the
That's
morning.
new strategy.
Yeah, but Trokon, you'll be surprised some of the people that do that. One time, we caught a gentleman that he and I lived together. We went to school in Bonmines and worked at a very decent area in this country. And in the morning, he put his waste in his vehicle
And drop it in the
drop
street.
on his and the city police caught him. It came so embarrassing. So we have to treat him like how we treat everybody.
Wow.
So it is very sorrowful for our country.
The rail is still congested. During his State of the Nation address, President Bwaga was emphatic when he talked about expanding the market in Omega to decongest rail lights, by the population of there right now. So, Mayor, what sort of conversation have you had with the executive mansion since that pronouncement was made by the president? And I know you'll be hopeful to see action taken.
No, we are far advanced. The president has set up since 2024. The president has set up a special committee for the Omega market, and I'm on that committee. It's headed by Minister Mamaka Pedete, and I'm there. The Ministry of Public Works on that committee. The Land Authority, Housing. We are on that committee to see to it that a very modern Omega is situated for the marketers to move. We're not going to do the movement like how it has been done in the past.
What do we do? Are we breaking the old structure or the structure built by former president? We are, or we modernize it? What is it?
We're going to modernize it. We have a donor. We have a fundraiser of American Israeli young man that visited here just in October. We went to Omega Market. We are on the fundraising process, and that market will be one of the best ever seen. The project, then when you get a public work, you see the design. It should be around 40 million. So the the fundraising process has started, and we were at the Omega, the education process on. In the next few months, you'll see electronic be able to relay with the design and how the project supposed to look, because the fundraising is going on already in the U.S. and other areas as we're raising that huge amount of money to settle Omega. So the president is right. We are on the process.
Great. The Ministry of Public Works, like you were saying, you were talking about them. Public Works has embarked on the opening of alleys in Central Monrovia and parts. Painesville, I haven't seen much being done. Are we thinking about that? Because it is populated one, it is large two. There's a lot of terrible roads in Painesville. If you travel out, if you leave the Alpha pavement, are you having conversation with Popular Works so that we see some of these alleys open up so that people who live beyond can get drive back home?
We are also very grateful to the team at Public Works. Minister Giddens and his entire team have been working very closely with the Painesville City Corporation. As you may know, there are also many roads this budget year, like last budget year, in Painesville being done. So now, as we're speaking, there are people rehabilitating the road from Dupo Road to Rehab on the back road there. There are people now doing the Puelan Road, and numerous other roads. I just passed this morning and saw those roads going on. So the public work ministry have been working very closely with the Prince City Corporation, both on the road, the opening the adit, rehabilitating roads, and putting our street light. So we have been working very closely in Pinsville, especially the department on technical service with the public work ministry.
Uh, let's come back to ERW Junction. Are we adding new design at ERW Junction? I saw you before the Christmas season. You did something new there. Is it done? Are we adding something new?
The middle of the ERW junction there,
The roundabout.
the roundabout, we are now looking at a design to put something historical there.
Okay.
The Minister of Public Work, the Pin City Corporation, we have been discussing. We want to see how we can put something that will honor the peacekeeper that came here, the life that they share here, the blood that they share in their life.
Ecomoc.
Yeah, Ecomo, especially Ecomo. So we are contemplating on a design, a peace design that will put the emblem of UN and Ecomo with the Liberian seal in that place and design it very well. It's going to be a very modern design to honor those men and women that came to help us get peace in our country, because that place is almost like the center of our country. When you reach in the city, you come from
The airport.
airport, you come there. You come from Banga and other areas, you come there before going to our nation capital, Liberia. Moreover, so we want to make it in the form when people get there, you see the history of our war. You know that Nigeria, Guinea, Sierra Leone, all of these people came here to help us get our peace. So we are trying to put that historical issue there, and going to be very good.
The last time I spoke to you, either in December last year, I was making some suggestion about having some overpass around the roundabout. Often people are crossing the road. Cars are coming, and it becomes dangerous. You go to other countries, there's overpass, or you have the crossover where people just walk and cross instead of using, the pavement. Are you taking that into consideration? Would that form part of your agenda?
We have many conversations of such things, but as you know, resources. So we went with a team to Relic. Even Relic, we need overpass to pass to go to the next side of the market pass and go to the other side. You right the ERW junction, because there are additional stuff coming. You see on the side there, company G2 have built a launching or so there. So the more the businesses there, the more the population going to gather there. So the public work ministry, like the one they are doing, they were with us in Relay, and they were talking about all those things, alternative passage where people can avoid some of the unnecessary accidents. Yeah. So it's been talked about.
Great. Let's go international now. You've made some international travels. You have had conversation with several cities across the world to form a sister-to-city relationship with Painesville. What do we need to know, sir?
Yeah. So for now, last year we concluded a sister city arrangement with Hamilton City in Canada.
Okay.
That was the first African city that Hamilton City was able to sign our sister city agreement with. And we also gave a pat on the back to Empowerment Square, led by Leo Johnson. He played a very major role to lead that discussion. I think you know Leo Johnson. So we was able to sign. A couple of days ago, we were just talking about some things coming for our city police. They have getting some uniform trainings, and they are also coming in to give in some help to our health department, because we have set up a department of help. So the health department going to be taking care of also, and we're going to be having the opportunity to send some young people there for training. And we also are talking with other cities, and just yesterday I have a team. I have a point person in Barcelona, and I was just discussing with the Barcelona, the University of Barcelona. There last night, he called me and we had a meeting with the president there on
Online.
area on a arrangement as to getting students from Pinsville to go to the University
That's
of
good.
Barcelona.
That's
So
wonderful.
we are also doing some of those discussions too also in India. We are doing, and we going Belgium at the end of this month.
You carry
We are,
Jeremiah.
uh, yeah,
I just kidding.
he's also in the process
Okay.
to go.
Jeremiah, run a PR for you, don't worry.
His name is on that list getting a visa. He
Yeah.
knows about that.
Bring
Also,
it, Candy, we come
so
in.
we are discussing with two universities there also in RT and other related area to make sure that even if we can get 50% scholarship, I will be meeting some of the president. We can appoint people there that are discussing with them. I've spoken to the university online, so we're going to see what percentage they can give us to carry our young student training and bring them back.
If you're just joining us, a kind reminder you're listening to the conversation on OKFM 99.5. We're privileged to have with us the mayor of the city of Painesville. Challenges and progress he's making there. And we're hoping to end afford him. He's a very busy man. He's going for another meeting. This is not the usual format of the show.
I will also be, Jeremiah will arrange that when I come from Belgium, I will have my very first full time here.
Yeah,
like
no problem.
Like the 1 hour 30 minutes we
Yeah,
were discussing
no
before.
problem.
So
Jeremiah is a good man. We arrange that.
So next month that will be my discussion here.
Yeah. So let's come back local. Town hall. Around that place, there's a park over there.
The
across the
Pinsville
road.
City Hall. We are right there for that time.
But I gotta change. I gotta post some kind of billboard there. So
We are putting the rating up there, the Pinsville City Hall.
Yeah, okay. So City Hall, there's a park over there where you have the basketball court. Are you going to do something more than there as well?
Yes, there's a World Bank program that want to do 3 parks in Pinsville. Okay. So one of the parks is that we did the feasibility study. They came and said how we want to modernize the park. So, but a couple of days we'll be finalizing so they can make the park modern. Yeah, so we're going to really.
So you're doing 3 parks.
We're going to do.
But you've
3 parks.
not designated where the parks will be.
So one,
except for the one.
One should be going to be at the police academy fee.
Okay.
The police academy. That's the reason you see they were telling the swatter around there to move. So we had the discussion with the head of the police academy, Director Sadiatu. She has been part of the discussion. So that place will be faced at one of the parks. And the next one will be where you see the LDC can be on the basket feeder.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a 3 area that is signed up for that place now, right now.
Okay, let's see if we can take a few calls. I would really appreciate people from Painesville City calling so that you can ask your mayor some questions, you can give some proposals and some feedback on our numbers 0777 700 995, 0555 995 995. Those are the numbers to call. Mayor Bestman is here with us. Let's take a few persons. Hello? Hello, are you there? Hello?
Hello?
Hello, let's hear you.
Okay. Thank you a lot for me catching you. My name is Ambush Togwandi. I live in Kingston.
Let's hear you.
Hello, Mayor Beston.
Hello.
Again, you will say I'm following you, but I'm not following you. I'm a texted driver. I know you're working on it. Then yesterday, they almost locked my car in red light. I was taking your dead number. You're passing the car.
You are doing what? You taking care no more?
Yeah, I thought it was you were looking at like what? That
Oh,
is the
man.
telephone number. You obviously like you're in my car. The road I go in Ghana Bay, right to that junction. The chance supposed to stop there. Mayor, I begging you, I hold your feet again. We need pick and that sign in red light.
Okay.
And you're the junction. I'm begging you.
All right.
My name is
Stop.
Ambush Togwandi.
Stop taking care of the number.
I'll be there to
Hello? not traffic minute. Go ahead. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, Trokon. How are you?
I'm fine. Thanks for joining us. Go ahead.
Okay. This is Victoria. I'm calling from Minnesota.
Perfect.
So, my question to your studio guest this morning. Thank you so much for elaborating on everything. But what I'm hearing from the mayor is that everything that he's saying is like, we will. So you guys been in power for 3 years now. I would say the city of Pinsley is very dirty. I just from Liberia. The whole place, everything is upside down. I don't know where are some of the functions that require those or cleaning up the city or something like that. I don't know your people that you have that work with you, they're not doing a job or something like that. But the city of Pinsley is very dirty. And then talking about the overhead to Johnson over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that place is very risky. It's very, very risky. All I hearing from him this morning is like, we will. It sounds to me like you're just trying to live like here, leave it there, live like here, leave it there, live like here, leave it there, live like here, leave it there. Are you guys going to do a project, or are you guys going to do something that we can look at and say this is what you guys did, or you're just putting things all over the place so you can look that you're doing something, which of course we know that nothing is going on. That's my question to you.
Okay, thank you. Keep following. He's going to respond appropriately. That's what he's here for. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, let's hear you, please. Are you there? Oh, okay. Let me take another overseas call very, very quickly. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, thank you. My name is Chris Maker here, and I join you from Lagos, Nigeria.
Go ahead, Chris.
Let me say good afternoon to the Mayor of Pinsville, Mayor Raul Bestman. I'd like to say thank you so much, Mayor, for all what you've done for the people of Pinsville. But there is this concern, recommendations that I want to make to the Mayor of Pinsville.
Mm-hmm.
Because like in Nigeria here, we see if you live in the communities is real structures, and I don't care what you do, you have to pay for your diets.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what is the plan of the mayor, because I know that our communities are not really structured the way the outside here look like. So what is the plan? Where is the mechanisms that it can apply for the people of Liberia, especially community dwellers? Because most of the diets you see in the street come from the communities.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes in the community, people take their diet and carry to other people areas and just dump the place. What is that policy prescriptions that he's working on to ensure that people abide by the law? That's what I want for the mayor to address. Thank you so much for the level of work you've done. We follow your work and we know you're doing extremely well. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
You're welcome, Chris. Thank you too for calling from Lagos, Nigeria. Hello?
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you. I want to appreciate the mayor for the kind of work you're doing. As I do business in real life, and comparing the real life we had before in the recent past and now, I think we agree that the city is still dirty, but I think some work is being done. And one of the things actually that they are actually making miracle is the traffic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Before to pass through real life, it used to be very difficult. Very difficult, but now I think they have a little stop there. They have little chairs and what have you in around the center, the perimeter of the road. I think they're doing well. So I want to appreciate the mayor. Let him continue to do the work, and so that he can get. We wish that he get more support so that he can keep the city clean. I'm Prince Yuma.
Thank you, Prince. Another person. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Okay, thank you. My name is Martin Singleton, and I join you from Pinsville. And let me start by saying hi to the mayor for ably representing the president of this republic. Because whenever the president gave you his power by and appointing you, it means to say that he has given you the authority of the presidency.
And the president lives. The president lives in the main city, you know.
Exactly so. So the mayor, like you see, when people come to the day schools, that people call it in, we know people will have their personal feeling. But to be frank, if you compare Wednesday to yesterday, there is nothing that you can see in similar aspects. I think what is unfolding right now, the mayor is trying her best. The current leadership of the PNC, the council, they are doing well. And actually, so to speak, with the idea that he has propounded that indeed we're going to have a park in the various sector within PNC, I think that is highly laudable. Everywhere in liberation, people are appreciating such an idea. But some people see that when they fall from abroad, it means that then that word will take them to be Jesus. I think that is being very wrong.
Okay.
As they say, on a daily basis, you see the trucks in Pins, they're taking the garbage on the side there, transferring another locations, so that they can reduce health hazard. Is that not laudable?
Okay.
We should be appreciating the mayor for that. Thank you very much.
Thank you so kindly. Another person. Hello.
No,
Yeah. After you take the last 4, then the mayor respond to your questions. Go ahead.
I'm Tim Kilawa, calling from Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my issues are how the city corporation is, the people don't know the difference between stop or park.
Did you know what?
And to stop, when you're driving right, you stop a car or to park, they don't know the difference.
You mean the city police there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The PCC now.
Mm-hmm.
And one tall car to have here the junction, I think he speak almost like Ostarine, but I think they call him Musa. He's someone, even he see you just going so late, you don't even about to park. The man have bought so many tires over it, and when the honorable mayor is still now ready to take an issue with him to see how to advise him, he may likely put the state corporation in a trouble like that. It will be hard to handle.
Mm.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think if you just open on land, most drivers know him. I think whether government officials or private operators know him very well. If people listen, will get to know.
All right. The mayor's taking note. Hello. Are you there? Hello. Hello. Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah. Let's hear you.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much for the deliberation. I'm struggling to understand.
Can I
right
state
now
your name,
that,
please?
My name is Lloyd King.
All right.
What I'm struggling to understand that within universities, they get market corporations like the Liberal Marketing Association. You gather within your area. You are there as city government or city corporation, and the marketeers are there also. They have their own, organization or whatever they call it as marketing organization. You got that is being fixed right there. And they are collecting tickets, they are making tickets, collecting money from the marketeers. Between you and them, the last administration, the problem used to be what we understood from the other people was the marketing association collecting people. They should carry the debt. They say no. The city corporation as well is collecting taxes from business people. They should carry the debt. And the two of you, whatever way it is, are collecting money. All carrying debt should be a problem. Is it that the money not able to buy vehicles to carry debt? Or what is the problem actually?
Okay.
You need to tell us.
All right. You will respond. Hello. After you will take the last 2 persons. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
My name is Prince, calling from Kuburu.
Yeah, Prince.
Yeah, thank you, City Mayor. Thank you so much for the hard work that you're doing. I think my problem in our reader, the market here, at least, they can be as way like they dress them beyond the drainage, so the road can be free, so all the car can be able to power. You want to pick up 1 or 2 things, but my problem there. So thank you very much.
Okay. All right. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Michael Peter. I'm calling from GSA.
Go ahead, Michael.
I'm Mr. Bessie. Yeah, the traffic on red light. Is this fully working a day or they don't work at night? Because for and when a point of taking place there on the legal, for a far the police station, at the evening hour, the traffic is a bit congested over the road for the fast shoot. The market check is all on the road, and traffic is just nobody has to buy any traffic. They have all the full shoot. Yeah, we the depot, I'm going to send some time.
Okay.
Monitor,
Yeah, you have some network issue. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, you the very last person. Let's hear you.
Okay, my name is Moses Batier, and I call from Pinze.
Yeah, Moses.
Okay. We have some issue with the city parking people. Whenever, where they have a sample where we're supposed to drop off passenger, they come and they embarrass all day. And you know, they got a whole lot of commuters. People are leaving from Magidi, people are leaving from Red Light. They got people coming from different places, and they will have to drop off and get on car to go to another place.
Mm-hmm.
And those guys embarrass us so much. There is no ethic. There is no professionalism. You park your car to drop people off. Somebody will come and boot your car. It's so embarrassing. You see people running behind car to get on car. The city corporation is not working along with public works, with the police, to see as to how people will get on vehicle. If people don't care for the citizens, we can't keep behaving like this. We can't keep treating the citizens like this.
Okay.
So that's my concern.
Thank you. Let's go back to the mayor very quickly. He's running out of this place in a few minutes. Mayor, you listen to concerns from most of the people call from Pittsburgh.
Yes, that's good, I think. This is why we are in the position to listen to the people when they call and talk as to what they feel. And I want to say I take down most of the comment recommendation, and some things that I really don't take to say, nothing happening, nothing happened. I have not said that about any office I went in before, because I just don't take that as a very serious comment, because to say that people are in a particular government office and nothing happening as we are here now. You get on the Somalia drive. Our team have been there since this morning cleaning. And our sister from, I think she said Minnesota.
Yeah, U.S.
Yeah, they probably Brooklyn Park. She live. It's a small city that Pennsylvania can, the population in Pennsylvania can double Brooklyn Park about 7 times, because I think there should be around 90 something thousand people that live there. The last time I checked, their budget was almost about 200 million. So
Imagine.
So their budget was almost 200 million compared to Pinville. Pinville, we barely have $1 million for our project. So when you see situation of that kind, you look at it. It's easier to get. I was just discussing Johannesburg too, because I used to be assistant minister of urban affairs under President Salif. So I traveled and dealt with a lot of cities. At the time, me and Safa was together. Uber, the mayor of Johannesburg. You know that the budget of the city of Johannesburg is almost $5 billion US.
Wow.
So it is easy to see those cities, and you think it's just happening by matching. So you look at Monrovia, and you think, you say, but I just came from Johannesburg, it's like this. But Johannesburg budget is more than your country budget 5 times. So there are cities, their budget is more than most of the bigger countries in Africa. So our province have to be taken care of by the ability of our budget. So we can do everything as once as people think that we're supposed to do it. So you asked me about the overhead bridge. We all want to see Liberia's ash report, and there's overpassage and other things, but you need money to put it there.
Yeah.
So you first plan, you look for the resources, and do it gradually. Say we got at the Pinville City Corporation, there are a lot of things that we have done that there. We finally completing the new office complex, the second floor, and we will be completing that. We have added the cafeteria, we added warehouse, we have uh, changed a lot of things in the city. Documentation wise, we have done a lot of policies for different ordinance. We have done our climate policies because we first had to organize ourselves before we come outside to organize in the city. So we have done that. When you get to read it, probably she have not been here for long, but I have gone and see the situation where she lives. I know where human beings live. We all have our own different issues. I've seen waste in New York too. I've seen waste in Minnesota. It may not look like ours.
Yeah.
I have seen the street bus in Philadelphia.
Of course.
And
There are a lot of old
they
roads.
patch it. So right in front of the UN headquarters, I've seen it. With all of their budget, they had their own challenges. And we have ours. We are working to deal with it there. We are doing so much in our capacity to do. If you see what those women are doing now, they have been working since this morning to today. Go and see what they are doing. See how EWA Junction was looking and see how it's looking today. And see how red they were looking, like the caller just said. There was huge part of garbage on the main street in Raleigh.
Yeah.
Today, there's no one die in the middle of the street in Raleigh. You will pass with your car. Right. So we are not proud of what our how Painesville look like. We are very, very unproud of Painesville how it look like. But are we positive about where we are going? We think so. We think we are making strides, and by the time our time has ended, we think we have gone somewhere. And
Somebody talk about the marketing association and your
we
governor.
have been working with the marketing association a lot. We think there are some organization breaches. So who collect this money? The marketing association say they no longer collect fees from Raleigh. They only deal with Omega. So we got another group in the middle, the petty trader. We try to bring all of those people. Last week I had the petty trader association in my office. I was telling the marketing association in Ghana, in Uganda, where I did some city work, the marketing association got their own trucks because they collect fee from the people they move their waste. Can we do something? The fees you're getting, can we get?
So they take some responsibility too.
Yeah, can we get? It means what the bank know that you collect fee, they can give you money, you get trucks, and you move your waste. They can do it. So it just need organization. So we are working on all of those things to put the organization intact. Moving waste in Liberia is not the main problem. It's building the waste infrastructure. We build our country, we're all building an infrastructure for waste. You, I know your name sign Bazodem. You are from Basel. Tell me in Buchanan, where do they put their sewage waste? In Basel or in the
Do
town?
they even have correct sewage there?
So, that's why. And tell me if you have any landfill there or where to throw waste. I went there. I was asked by the pro tem because of my background being urban planning. I went there to go see what happened there. And I do it to other cities because I work with some of the city mayors. I got to Buchanan. I went through the place they use as a dump site. It's right opposite the hospital. That's
government hospital.
That's a serious problem. Then I was there. One of our representatives, the representative for Buchanan City, is I think Representative
Martin
Joe.
Joe.
He have a sewage truck that have a contract with Metasi. I was there, and that truck was coming back from deslotting the separate end, and where it went, right opposite the hospital, in the same place they dump. They dump the solid waste where they were putting the Akin to the protest. That is chaotic for our country. And it's all our 15 counties. So our country need to put some resources into waste. We need to create infrastructure for waste in all our cities. I was born in Beaumont. When I was born, they had the sewage system there where we, for lack of a better language, we were young children growing up, they used to call it a poo-poo factory. So the sewage would move there, the people would change it into fertilizer, do other things. We had the garbage system. The system was built like any other system in Europe. We need to build those systems for all of our cities in our country. Or else we just look.
Are you making those proposals and recommendations, Mayor?
We are telling the lawmaker. We are telling people that listen. One of the person that listen very highly to urban matter is a protest. We are telling them that need to be created for office in county, or else population continue to grow, there will be a bigger problem of waste. Yesterday, Pinze, before the war, were under 35,000. Today, it's almost 700 plus thousand. So, out of those cities, population will continue to grow. As it grows, it becomes province. The same province as in Monrovia and Pinze will even be worse in those cities. So, our province is to build waste infrastructure for our country. So tomorrow, we can have a pandemic or epidemic in this country. Thank you so much, Trokon, inviting me. I'm sorry, I have another meeting.
No problem.
But
we're playing the better.
Jeremiah will work with you. When I come back, I will have a 4 hour plus with you. And I promise you, since December, I should live up to it. Thank you.
Robert Bestman is the mayor of the city of Painesville, the largest by land and population in the country. And he's listed some of the goods we've done and challenges confronting that city. Well, we'll take a break. When we come back, we speak to Martin K.M. Colley. There's some structures on Facebook. Are those structures in Bombing built by Martin or something else? We'll talk to him very shortly, right after this break.
So much pain was made to shame. I got drained. Spot on my wings. Why didn't you scream? I got blamed. Said it was me. Now I am ruined. Now I'm not me. Yes, you swore you snatched my pride away. I'm not gonna let you take my voice away.
Wesley Myers, MC Caro, PSA, it is called.
My pride away. I'm not gonna let you take my voice away. Cause you are ruthless and now we know. You are the devil, you're right at show. So much pain was made to shame. I got drained. Spot on my wings. Why didn't you scream? I got blamed. Said it was me. Now I am ruined. Now I'm not me. Yes, you swore you snatched my pride away. I'm not gonna let you take my voice away. Yeah, you swore you took my pride away. I'm not gonna let you take my voice away. Cause you are ruthless and now we know. You are the devil, you're right at shows. Should be in prison to serve you a lesson. Taking it by force was premeditated.
Shame, disgrace, beans, ablaze. I'm not sure how to move. Cause every time I do, I see my clothes removed forcefully. I see blood on my womb. Can't trust the man I knew. That uncle touched me too, wrongfully. Yo, pardon me. I'm just a kid. I'm a little me. I was raised to call you uncle, not to watch you make me bleed. I'm so afraid, and you so scary. I'm not your prey, but you so daring. You had your way. I want my justice. Cause this is something I'm back to live with. This is something I'm back to live with.
Cause you are ruthless and now we know. You are the devil, you're right at shows. Should be in prison to serve you a lesson. Taking it by force was premeditated. Cause you are ruthless and now we know. You are the devil, you're right at shows. Should be in prison to serve you a lesson. Cause taking it by force was premeditated.
Yesterday was Mary, today the matter. Tomorrow that's Sarah, someday it will be us. Yesterday was Mary, today the matter. Tomorrow that's Sarah, someday it will be us. Yesterday was Mary, today the matter. Tomorrow that's Sarah, someday it will be us.
Today I'm Mary, today I'm matter. Today I'm Sarah, tomorrow will be us.
Is your car sick? Is your car having engine problem, wheel alignment, or air conditioning problems? Then, here's your solution. Here's the medication for your car. Automed's Garage on Girdle Street, opposite the Old General Ministry, is the right clinic for all your cars. With our local and international professional mechanic, we get your car back in good shape. Automed's Garage. We have a multi-spray booth that leaves your car sparkling, or Car Care Center, CCC, that takes care of your car interior and exterior. We get your car the modern rims and doors handle. Let's just say we pimp your ride. Make your car look modern at Automed's Garage on Girdle Street. We have a professional tire center that change your tire in no time. With our state-of-the-art diagnosing machine, we know exactly what's wrong with your car. No guessing. Our tow service is one of its kind. Tow your car for a reasonable amount if we won't fix your car. And for free if Automeds will service your car. Our prices are unbeatable and our customer service is outstanding. So whatever your cars need, call Automeds Garage on Girdle Street, opposite the Old General Ministry, on 0555-535-307 or 0777-884-077. Automeds Garage. We care for your cars.
I become a peasant for my happiness. We are brave. We are passionate.
Hey, Tanu, I need cash and there is no ATM around here.
Really? Did you try the EcoBank POS?
POS? I said I need cash. What is it about POS?
Judy, you can get your cash through the POS. All you need to do is to visit any EcoBank Express Point or Petrol Trade gas station and request to use the POS. Guess what? It can also take other bank cards.
Oh, widow, you mean cards from banks overseas too?
Yes, it should just be your Visa card.
Wow, great. So when there is no ATM around me, I will just use the POS to get my money fast. EcoBank has made it too easy, man. EcoBank, an innovation that will thrive in 6 so.
EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Your favorite RLJ Kendeja Resort and Villas is new and improved with top-notch first-class services guaranteed to make you feel pampered and special as our royal guests. Ideally located on the RI Highway, a few minutes drive from the rehab junction, right in front of the Atlantic Ocean, you are assured of a peaceful, serene atmosphere of a home away from home. The ingredients for our Liberian meals are freshly picked from our garden to give you that unforgettable taste of Liberian cuisine. Our villas are designed and equipped to ensure every night spent with us is a memorable one. We are well positioned to host conferences and seminars of all sizes, as well as outdoor events like garden weddings and parties. Book your upcoming events and leave the rest for us to handle with 100% satisfaction guarantee. You can reach us on 0770-533-415 or email us at reservations@kendejaresort.com.lr. Visit our website on www.rljkendejaresort.com.lr. RLJ Kendeja Resort and Villas, for memories worth repeating.
Let's work together. My people, hello. My name is Dr. Catherine Thomas Cooper. I'm the Chief Medical Officer of Liberia. I got good news for everyone. The government and the partners last year started to give malaria vaccine in 6 counties in Liberia in the southeast. We are now ready to carry the vaccine to the remaining 9 counties. My people, the malaria vaccine will be given to children from 5 months all the way up to 2 years. Our children will take the vaccine 4 different times to help reduce malaria from catching them fast and for them not to get sick with malaria. The vaccine is safe, available, and free. No paying money for it, so let us carry our children to the clinic or the hospital for the malaria vaccine. When we carry our children to the clinic or hospital, the doctor people will tell you more about the malaria vaccine. My people, even when your children taking the malaria vaccine, we must always make sure that they sleep under the mosquito net everywhere and every night. Let us also remind you that when our children are taken to the clinic, we must make sure that we carry our baby vaccine card. Carry your 5-month-old children and your children less than 2 years old to the clinic or the hospital for malaria vaccine. The vaccine is safe, available, and free. No paying money. This is a message from the Ministry of Health and her partner.
And together we can have a healthy family and have a healthy life and be very happy. At home, let's follow the daughter's Evans. This is
Well, that's a message from the Ministry of Health here in Liberia. Hope we take that very serious. Couple of minutes ago, I had with me the mayor of Painesville, Robert Bestman. We had conversation up to 4 o'clock. Now on the line is exiled Liberian activist Martin K.N. Colley. Martin Colley graduated from the University of Liberia, degree in economics, graduated with honors. He's in exile. He's pursued master's degree. He's doing a law degree as well. Martin has joined us on the line. Martin, wherever you are, good afternoon, welcome. Thanks for joining us back home in Liberia.
Good afternoon, Trokon. Thank you so much for the invite. It is my pleasure to join you from exile. Greetings to you and your team, and thanks for the great job. Permit me to extend my compliments to all peace-loving Liberians across the 15 political subdivisions.
How life? How health?
Yeah, we are grateful to God for life. The arbiter of life has kept us up, and that's the most important gift anyone can hope for and pray for. But again, we are worried about the future of our country. We are worried about the future of the youth. So we are taking action to find solution to some of the complex issues in our country. So overall, I'm good, but again, I'm worried about Liberia because I love the country and I love the people of the country.
That's good. Let's kickstart our discussion. It wouldn't take us too long because I know there are specifics that we have to cover, Martin. First of all, Martin, you're in exile and back home in Liberia. You run a humanitarian foundation. How is that foundation and how are you getting fundings? It's been debated in the public about what you do, the things you do, and the source of funding. It is quite clear you are an activist and holding people's feet to the fire. To be clear to the Liberian people, Martin, to say, yes, my foundation, and this is what I'm doing to fund my foundation. Don't get me wrong. It's not a bad thing to have a foundation that's providing, for our people back home.
Yeah, so thank you. This is a legitimate question. And as an activist who has held public officials accountable, even though I'm now a public official, I'm not answerable to anybody in that context. However, I'm on the obligation to clearly state the sources of my finances. The other day, except maybe you did not follow, I published all my sources with evidence. There's nothing to hide.
Okay.
The first thing people are forgetting to know is that I have worked for many international organizations. Check my record. I was 21 years old when I worked for the United Nations. As a senior staff, for that matter, I serve as field protection assistant. Besides that, I volunteer for the UNDP. I've also worked as regional coordinator for the Carter Center. The second thing, Trokon, is I got some tangible in Liberia, including multiple apartments on a rent. I can show you receipts. Clearly, I'm working here in Europe and I have a business here in Europe. I can also show you evidence. I published all the pieces of evidence. They are still on my page.
Okay.
Furthermore, I have donors in the diaspora who are contributing to some of the work we are doing in Liberia. So it's good that we provide pieces of evidence to clearly show to our people the sources of income for which we are using to implement these projects. So nothing is in Haiti. Let's be clear. I can provide documentary evidence from A to Z to justify everything we are doing in Liberia.
Great.
Every single project, including the scholarship and the structures we are building for our people to give them a life of dignity. That's what we are interested in. So we've done a lot in Liberia. The foundation has been doing a lot. At the moment, we are providing scholarship across universities, TVET institutions, and high schools. Over 600 scholarships. Over 600. And I can show you, I can show you all of our students, all of the benefits. And you call them to verify, you call the schools to verify the hotel. Even right now, Monday, we have 20 people coming out of GoNet. We have sponsored over 80 people at GoNet.
Yes, I remember. I remember when you asked for the application and everything. I still remember that time.
Correct. So we have sponsored over 80 people just at GoNet, 160. So times that by 160. Huge investment in human capital. Because you see, Trokon, we believe that you can build the bridges, yes, you can build the skyscrapers. If we don't invest in human capital, we are wasting our time. Because the question is, who manages all these assets, whether bridges, skyscrapers, hospitals, universities? In fact, you need human beings to construct these things. And the human beings you need to construct these facilities, they need to be educated, empowered. So this has got to do with investment, intentional investment in human capital. And we've done a lot. I can run you through some of them. For example, in the coming weeks, 40 Liberians will have a full scholarship for the next 4 years at the Smart University. 40. You already know what it means to send 40 people to university to acquire a degree in Liberia. I don't need to explain further. Yeah. The next thing is we have provided scholarship, like I told you now, to about 100 people at GoNet, 100 beneficiaries. We also provided scholarship and financial aid for 18 high school and university students. We have beneficiaries at AMEU, UMU, AMEZU, University of Liberia, and you name the rest. We paid $300,000 as entrance fees for 100 Liberian students at the University of Liberia, including 14 visually impaired and deaf people. And guess what? A lot of them passed the entrance.
Oh, that's wonderful.
We provided tutorial classes for them. And we are not going to start their Trokon. We are going to pay their tuition at the University of Liberia also. So I'm not just an activist interested in criticizing the system, keeping government officials in check and accountable to the people, but I'm also making direct impact. Check our website. We have a website. You'll see all of our projects with evidence, pictorial evidence, photos of beneficiaries.
Besides that, Martin, how did this whole idea about a foundation, came about?
And last year, Trokon, before, because if you look at our report last year, we made 31 interventions. I'm just naming a few to you. So before I come to how the idea came about, let me also say that we are a good partner to the press. When the Press Union of Liberia started raising funds for its headquarters, I was the very first.
Yes.
I was the first to have donated 150 bags of cement. The records are there. So I am not only a friend to the community of persons with disability, I am not only a friend to the community of albinos, I'm not only a friend to the youth, the marketers, the motorcyclists, but I'm also a friend to the press.
Evidence by your being on the radio today, right? Yeah, I was interested in, before we come to the issue I specifically call you about. I was interested in knowing how did you get the idea about a foundation while in exile. This foundation was not established when Marty was a free man working in Liberia. I remember many days. I interviewed on Prime FM. We didn't hear about this foundation. Now you're in exile and marvelous things are happening.
Right. So you see, whatever God blesses you, Trokon, it is always good to give back. Yeah. I'm grateful to God for where I am. I do not have everything, but at least it's better off than it was. So as a matter of gratitude, we must be able to also, because people help me too.
Yeah.
Right? People help me. So why should I help other people? And I'm saying on the radio, I have been helped by many people. So I should also help other people. That's how life goes. Especially when I'm in a position to help. People should not be mean. Especially when you have the capacity to empower other people. The problem in our country, people are mean. So a lot of people find it difficult. If all of us who have the capacity to help were helping, the burden would have been less. The burden would have been, imagine, even people who have authority, people who are in control of state resources, if they were doing what we are doing, a lot of people will not have problems in our country to fight. I'm not a government official. I have never been one before. I'm a private citizen. But look at the interventions we are making in the country to know. Look at the interventions we are making. For example, we sponsored 300 high school WIAC students. 2 WIAC preparatory classes. We provided scholarship to 50 youth in Magibi County at 3 different TVET institutions and 1 university. This is just a private citizen, Trokon, an activist for that matter, who was privileged to have left Liberia, even though the situation at that time was not normal because I left Liberia under abnormal circumstances. I had to flee the country due to multiple risks and security threats. They were even captured in the U.S. State Department report. However, where I am focused, I have access to opportunities. When I came to exile, I didn't just fold my hands to say, okay, you know what, you chased me out of the country, I'm in exile, so I'm just going to fold my hands. I made effort. I worked hard. As a result of that, I got my first master in economics with emphasis in econometrics. I'm working on a second master's in international tax law. I made effort. Because I made effort, more doors have been opened. And because more doors are open, I must help my people back home. Because the people in Liberia are my people. Do they need help? Yes. Do I have the capacity to help? Yes, I do. So why shouldn't I help them?
Okay.
They are my people.
All right.
They are Liberian. I am a Liberian and I'm proud to be a Liberian. I don't have all the capacity I need to help everybody, but I have some capacity to help somebody. If everybody who has capacity was helping somebody, our society would have been a better place to live.
That's most definitely true. Martin now told the main issue I called you for a couple of days. Some structures, or certain structures emanating from Bombay County have been shared on social media platforms, and so on and so forth. And there's been conversation about the ownership. I mean, being Martin KM Colley or your foundation. There are 2 different pictorials coming up. One is a small bus stop, a small green painted bus stop, a small structure, and then the other seems to be like a structure with apartments, and I don't know what it is, painted yellow. Do you have a project in Bombay County, and what is it, if yes?
Okay, so In 2025, Trokon, I'm just going to give you the context of why we had to build what we had to build for our people, because they deserve a life of dignity and comfort like any other citizen, whether in government or not. 2025, a group of lawmakers from Bombing dedicated that green structure you saw.
The small one.
The small one. The small one. And I will send you my post. Probably you can read an excerpt of that post. What led to my decision to construct a better one for the people in Bombing. And that place is very strategic, Trokon, because I noticed a lot of Liberians usually do road trips.
Yeah.
So that place is a centralized location where people from Maserati can leave to go to Bombing, Kema, Bapolu, and Sevelio. And where people from Sevelio, Bapolu, Kema, and Bombing can also transit to come to Morovia. So it's a strategic point. So the facility is not going to only be used by people in Bombing. It's going to be used by people in Maserati, people from Cape Mount, people from Bombing, people from Bapolu, people from Sevelio. So that's how strategic that project is. It's a multi-purpose bus stop. Since 1847, that's first of its kind. You are investigative journalism. I encourage you to do your investigation, independent investigation, and establish what I'm saying. That's the first of its kind. Currently, there is no bus stop in the whole country of that kind. Interestingly, the bus stop is going to have Starlink Wi-Fi. So if you transit at the bus stop, you will be on the internet. People who live in Clay, students, youth, stakeholders, they will also have access to the internet to do research, students research. So there are many benefits. Besides that, we have electricity. We have electricity, solar panel, and LEC. Besides that, also we have DSTV. Have you seen a bus stop like that before? Trokon in Liberia?
Not really. I've not come across some. Maybe there's some exist, but I've not come across that.
Correct. Because that is not for me, Trokon. Some people may have it in a private compound. That's private. That is for the people. I'm building for the people. To send a message to say, you know what? The people too deserve a comfortable life. They are human beings. We must treat them with respect and dignity. They deserve comfort. They deserve comfort because all power is inherent in them. We can't give them anything less.
What's the worth of that project? How much did you spend?
So I can say the total amount right now because we are doing a lot of upgrades.
Okay.
What I will promise you, when we are done, we have all the receipts. All of the projects we've done, we've always stated the value and we've provided evidence. That's the difference with us and probably some other people. Right. We must be able to account, show evidence. From the beginning of the conversation, you asked for sources of income. And I explained to you in sequence our sources of income, and we have donors here in the diaspora who are also helping our work in Liberia. And we can provide evidence, hard facts, including documentary evidence to prove beyond all reasonable doubts.
So with this, go ahead.
When the project is ended, we are going to put all of the receipts for various purchases, including the workmanship or the operational costs, for Liberian people to know the actual cost of that bus stop. But here is the essence of the real conversation relative to the bus stop. We have set a standard, Trokon. Anybody building bus stop in Liberia now, you have to build it at that standard or above that standard. And this is how development comes to the country. We cannot allow people to build makeshifts for our people anymore. We are in the 21st century.
Is that green stuff like bus stop that I saw on in one of the photos located in the same place in Clay?
It's in Bombing County. It's in the same Bombing. Not specifically in Clay.
But why would people, say that was yours?
Yeah, probably because they want to run cheap, but they were defeated anyway. I think one or two people posted it, some more posted it on Spoon, and they later deleted it because they saw the waste on that very same post. You know, people like to play propaganda. Development cannot be politicized. I'm an activist. Do I have issues with the government? Yes, I do. Is the government making effort to transform the country? Of course, in certain areas, and we commend that. Should I contribute to the development of the country? Yes, I should. And that's what I'm doing. Buttressing the effort of the government, even though I raise critical issues against the government relative to the protection of the public interest. But it doesn't mean I can take responsibility for making the right impact in the lives of the people. Everything cannot be government. We must take responsibility and obligate ourselves to transform the system, improve the lives of the people. And this is what the Martin K. and Colley Foundation is interested in. While we are criticizing, we are also finding solutions. We are not just criticizing, we are transforming lives. We are helping the government to change the system, to build new standards, to initiate transformation. That is what we are doing. We are currently investing in over 600 Liberians, mostly the young people. Do you know what it means to keep over 600 young people very busy in productive activities? Some of them are in TVET institutions, some of them are at the universities, some of them in high schools. Had those over 600 people been less busy or idle, do you know what that means to the country? Especially the security implications involved. So what we are saying, intentional investment in the people is the surest basis for prosperity in Liberia.
You are extending these projects across the country, Martin. When do you come back to Liberia? Why are you laughing? You won't come back home? I'm not a country free, man. Nobody running behind you. Got to come back home, back. Nobody running after you here.
When I'm coming back home, you will be the first person to know.
Yeah, okay.
I got to come back home, and a lot of people want me back home because, of course, I need to help. When I come back home, I want to help in the universities. I want to help in the high schools. That's the kind of job I want to do.
Do you have any?
Directly engage with the future leaders of the country and empower them in a way that they are self-confident in themselves and in the future of our country.
Let me just.
In the classroom, at the universities, lecturing, in the high schools, I will be almost everywhere that has to do with impartation and investment in human capital. That's my interest when I come back home because God has blessed me. At least I got 2 masters from here in Europe, one in law and another one in economics. So I can stay in the classroom and impart knowledge at different levels. So I'm coming back home to contribute to my country, to empower my people, to inspire them, to give them hope for a better future. It is still possible in our lifetime. That country is too small with abundant natural resources. Why should our people be suffering? Why should our people be jobless?
That's a question all of us been asking. We've not found no solution yet.
But the solution can be found, and we have started that journey already.
Great.
Together with the media, we can find a sustainable solution to transform the lives of our people. And that is the journey we have begun. This journey is going to lead to a greater opportunity for all Liberians, regardless of your tribe, regardless of your religion, regardless of your affiliation politically or your economic status. We have begun a journey to real, serious, sustainable transformation for the good of our country and people.
Let me be both faced and throw this one out to you, Martin. Do you want to be president? Do you want to be senator? Do you want to be representative? Or when you come back to Liberia, like you say, you want to be in the classroom. I know you don't just want to be in the classrooms. Are you eyeing any of these positions? There are a lot of social media conversations, Martin.
You see, I'm going to be very frank about this because the question you just asked has been asked by thousands of Liberians. In my inbox, all of my inbox.
Yeah, quietly they've been asking. Now we're asking openly. Thousands are listening.
Exactly, because your platform is widely monitored across the country. So I'm going to respond to the question, Trokon. The truth of the matter is the country now experiences leadership deficit on Capitol Hill at the legislature. That is a clear-cut fact. We have a legislature of indigenous vampires.
How do you call them?
A legislature of indigenous vampires.
Okay.
Who are only interested in their pockets and their purses at the expense of the ordinary people in Soniwe, West Point, Clarendon, Newtown, Lokintown, Trokon, Cinco, and all of these places, including rural hamlets. And I want to repeat Trokon. It is a legislature of indigenous vampires. But look at how they passed their kilometer due recently.
Marty, do you want to go up Capitol Hill?
The point of the matter is, it is not a decision for me to make. Trokon, the people will decide.
Will you accept if they decide?
If the people decide, all power is inherent in the people. I love my people. They love me as well. We work together to make the country better in whatever way.
But if the people decide, Marty, if the people decide it's supposed to be your wilderness, and not just because people are deciding.
At the end of the day, the power to reshape the political dynamics in Liberia is dependent on the people.
Okay.
Article 1 is very clear.
Will 2029 be possible for you?
For now, I'm an activist. I'm doing the work of an activist at the same time philanthropist.
All right.
Right? I don't want to jump the gun, right? Because a lot of conversations are ongoing, consultations and coordinations. The people are the final arbiter of our political direction and dynamics. We'll give that chance to them to make a determination about where the country goes ahead of 2029.
Okay.
I'm coming back to Liberia, but you can be assured of this, Trokon. Next year, I will be in Liberia. I'm saying it on your show.
Okay.
I will be in Liberia next year.
Yeah, country free, come home.
I will be in the slum next. When I come to Liberia, I'm moving into the slums. I lived in those slums before. I know what it means to live in those slums.
And you will go live there again.
I've been there with the people. I've eaten with them in the slum. I grew up in the slum. I went to school in the slum. And we will transform the slums. It's possible. And we can do it. This generation of young thinkers, idealists, and progressives can transform the slums. West Point can become Mama Point. It's possible. It requires leadership and intentional investment in the people. So if you look on the soundboard of the project we did in Bomi, the message is clear. The surest and easiest path to prosperity is intentional investment in the people. We have a budget of 1.2 billion Trokon. The other day I made a suggestion or a proposal that will contribute to the minimization of unemployment or joblessness. Last fiscal year, we had 800 million. So if we could run the government on 800 million, and now we have an extra of 400 million, what if we invest the additional 400 million in job creation, probably through PPP, public
partnership, yeah.
Right? Or through different kinds of investment. Say we build factories, we industrialize the economy. As long as we have an import-based economy, Trokon, we are wasting our time. There will always be inflation. There will always be depreciation of our local currency because we don't have control over the factors of production, especially externally. We don't decide how rice is produced. We only consume. So we consume almost everything. And almost everything that we consume is imported. And those products are exported from other countries to us. So we pay more instead of paying less. That is why I proposed the other day that our economy needs to be remodeled. We need to retool our economy from an import-based economy to an export manufacturer-led based economy. Otherwise, we ain't going anywhere. We have iron ore, but we import steel. What if we begin to transform our iron ore into steel? We don't need to go to China to import steel anymore. We have rubber, but we are still importing car tires. Why can't we transform our rubber into car tires, rubber buckets, rubber slippers? Do we need to import those products? No, we don't. Say, for example, the extra 400 million we've got this fiscal year. If we decide to establish 5 different factories, because in the country we consume egg, right? If we build an egg factory, do we need to import egg at a huge quantity? No. Import will reduce. Say, for example, we consume flour from the 400 extra million. If we decide to build a flour factory or a mill factory, do we need to import flour at a larger quantity? No. So more money will be in the country in circulation, and the local currency will appreciate because we are now declining on input and increasing. We will even have surplus. Say, for example, our staple food. Why should we be importing our staple food after 177 years? How does it make sense? When we have successive governments in power, we have billions of dollars. From 2006 to 2024, over 10.6 billion United States dollars was spent through the budget. I'm not talking about budget, just through the budget. What did we do with our money? When we are still grappling with electricity, safe drinking water, improved housing, roads, food security, sanitation. What did we do with 10.6 billion in the last 20 years? When the lives of our people have not changed, Trokon.
Yes, Martin. Great.
We're still among the 10 poorest country. So the problem here is leadership, and this is the time for the young people to step forward.
Great. This is the time for the young people to step forward. Martin, just follow us through our Facebook Live. We are going to take a few calls, then we'll call you back.
Okay, Trokon.
Yes. Let's hear from few Liberians, Martin K. and Colley, an exile Liberian artivist. There, we are having conversation on some number of issues. We talk about his foundation. We talk about some of the projects and works he's doing across the country, specifically in Montserrat a lot. I mean, I've seen him reading, and I've seen pictorial evidence to that. We also touch on some national issues. I was pointed with a question to him as to whether he wants to be president, he wants to be representatives or senator, and his only answer was, capital Hill need people who are leaders that have the heart. And if the people want, he will. Let's go over to the U.S. and talk to former student leader, the radical Patrick Soa. Patrick, let's hear you.
How are you, my brother?
I'm okay.
Brother Martin is a good man. He's a comrade that I believe in. And I want to use this time to say a big thank you to everything he's doing for our people. People asking Martin about where he gets his funding from. It's not strange, Trokon. They did it to me when I came here 2014. Since I started 2014, even before OKFM, I asked everybody in Liberia, they used to say the same thing. Where is Patrick getting the money from? Where is Patrick? I got pretty close to 600 cases I sponsored in Liberia. I got somebody in Ghana. I got somebody in Sierra Leone. You don't have to get the money to fill the house. Giving is a skill. It's something that is a passion. It's something that I've seen that all of us, not a lot of us in Liberia can give, or we are givers. A lot of us like to receive. So sometimes when you see a young man like Marty in Asia, like we in the U.S., I don't want to lie to you, Trokon. There are a lot of opportunities in the U.S., in Asia, in other places. Especially when you know a little bit about computer, where you're able to research and stuff. There are a lot of scholarships here, fully funded scholarships. There are personal grants. There are rich people here. You can write. They want to give money out. But our limitations and other stuff, we tend not to know these things. And when somebody, a smart guy like Martin, you know, is on the front line to look for these things, and we tend to question. I wish everybody in the U.S. and other places could be giving back the way we can do, and forget about asking where you get it from. Just help the people that want it. And so Martin is a great guy. I believe in him. I respect him. And thank you for hosting him, you know.
Thank you, Patrick. I'll also find time to give you an opportunity in a few days.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
You used to be my man, but you dropped the ball a few times. So. You dropped the ball a few times, my man.
Don't say anything after the show.
Bye-bye, I'll see you. Thank you, Patrick. Let's talk to a few Liberians. Up to 5 o'clock, Marty will rejoin us. Hello?
Yeah, hello, Trokon.
Hello, let's hear you.
Yeah, I'm Prince Tamanyuma, calling from Fendel.
Go ahead, Prince.
Yeah, I listened to Martin. You know, there's no doubt, given the kind of innovation he has, For me, I'm not even looking at the kind of contribution he's making because that has happened for so long. But then the innovation he has, the kind of energy he has, the advocacy he has carried on, you know, and you name it, I think based on that, if Martin can buy for something, we can try him. You know, he's a good guy, very smart.
Might be trying people. You say more trying?
Yeah, but politics, you will not know the outcome except they
you try the person.
and you see their output. Of course, we have to keep trying them, you know. Like somebody said, politician and the dark, you have to keep teaching them, you know. So I think we can try him and we see the kind of output he'll give the country.
Thank you, Prince. I appreciate that. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir. Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
This is in Carwell.
Go ahead, sir.
Thank you very much. I want to add Martin Colley. We have been 600% according to him in other education. I want to know whether he has captured the people of disability, whether he has been disabled people too.
Yes, he said that. He said he's doing so on UL campus. But he will respond. Hello? Are you there? Yep.
Anthony Sewell.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the vice president for Operation Federation of Motorcycle and Transcycle Merge Fund 2.
Yeah, so.
I want to appreciate Martin Colley and whosoever names that may not be heard over the station or over air yet. And I want to encourage those that are in a position to do such, to even if you're not able to reach a 600 Martin reach, try to look for 10, 15, all depending on your financial strength and your contact. So you can able to help at least if one person will help 20 or 30 person, that's a great upliftment for the group. And will help us to push us forward to advance us in all levels of education and upliftment. So I want to tell Martin and all those who in the vineyard to assist people, I want to really tell you people thank you, and you people, let God bless you and keep you.
Thank you so kindly as well. Hello?
Chipper.
Yes?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Let's hear you.
Thank you. That is cool.
Yeah, cool.
And I joined this conversation from this city as a member of the United Party of the Bureau.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my appreciation, Martin Colley, for his analysis and for his gesture towards Liberians. So two questions. Question number one.
Yeah.
You want to go at the House of Legislature. Can you please name 2 or 3 members of the House of Legislature that are at least trying that you want to go and act on them to transform that bureau? That one. 2, if you said that bureau will come to you and tell you to contest, you agree. If that bureau was to come to you today and tell you, okay, Martin, we want you to contest, go and represent us, but we want you to contest on the United Party ticket, will you agree?
Okay. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah? Go ahead.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Yeah, I never started the show soon, I just come in, but I want to be now. I want to tell you the people, thank you in studio there. Yeah, forever nation, I'm Emmanuel, I'm calling you from Power.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm let's say, figure in there, person, one penny, pays my 12 year, I'm in the 12 year, so I will also be asking him for a support because after high school, I will let you a man.
What's your contact, Emmanuel?
My contact is 0778
0778
35
98 21. All right. He's listening, yeah? Maybe he will want to help. Thank you.
Okay.
Hello? Are you there? Let's hear you. Yeah, let's hear you after you take the last 4.
Am I in?
Yeah, you are on. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much, Trokon. Let me just go even to one of the Liberal finance, Martin K.M. Colley. Basically, my name is Mohammed Samonu Baro, and I'm from Douala. Okay, thank you, Trokon, for the topic honor discussion. Let me appreciate Martin K.M. Colley for the tremendous work in doing it across the country. But I just have the 2 questions for Martin. They seem disappointed in this government. That is my first question. Second question should be is Martin K.M. Colley.
do you have any regret of voting for Joseph Numa Party or United Party government? Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Hello?
Oui, Trokon.
Yeah?
Trokon, Jimmy.
Jimmy.
I quite honor taking you out in the bother Nikita.
Okay.
Let me say thank you to Martin. I appreciate effort. But I want to ask Martin a question. What is the correction that I want to go make in the capital building? That one. Two, I also want to ask Martin Collins if he's satisfied with the way Baka is running the country. My last question, I want to know whether Martin regrets the decision to vote for Baka or he says support to say my Baka.
Thank you. Let's hold you there. Talk to one, at least two or three more persons.
Good afternoon.
Yeah.
Trokon Wrepue. I'm Fasu Command. Now, join a conversation on the ambient or UP Internet View.
Let's hear you, Brother Fasu.
First, I mean, say bravo to the SB emeritus of the Vanguard Party, a full-fledged humanitarian, somebody who advocated for an egalitarian society. They didn't start today. They started way back in the days from the primary school day up to the tertiary education day. We went together at University of Liberia. No one stands for somebody who stands for the truth, who speaks truth to power. So on the issue of the humanitarian gesture across the Benedict of Monserrate and across in other countries, I think is something that's very, very meaningful, impactful. I saw the project he dedicated there, in Bomi. And I think it's something that helps to lift the spirit in our part of Liberia, because the public officials on our side have been making money out of the people. Some of them dedicating makeshift structure, at the detriment of the people in Mountain College. The veteran went there and changed the narrative that you don't have to come to public service. You spend all the people money to carry on project, but you can really be out of public service, you contribute to society. So I give it out to him. I wish him well in his endeavor.
Okay.
And I'm saying solidarity with him. Thank you very much.
Thanks so kindly. Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Oh. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, let's hear you, please.
Yeah, this okay, event, this Adaman Khan and Joseph Waka speaking, Joseph Waka, some more United Bank Director Bureau. Daniel Sano, I listen to you. What all you say is true.
Not Daniel Sano Toya. No, not Daniel Sano Toya. You don't even listen.
Yeah, one about this name, most Ali, more Ali,
my man, they think we talk it down, comment. My man, stop. They think we talk it down, comment, support Benny. We talking to Matty call the year, you say they want to dismiss somebody. Oh, this is mass fun rap. So let's take a few more calls. Adama, we're not talking about dismissing people. Hello? Hello? Go ahead. You there? Oh, I'm not hearing this person. Oh, the line is giving some problem here. I'm sorry. But let's go back to Martin to talk to respond to some of the concerns being raised here. We will join Martin K.M. Colley very, very shortly so that he respond to some of the concerns raised. This is the conversation. Right after talking to Martin Colley between now and 6 o'clock, we are having no other guests. But there is this particular article written by the Liberian investigator on the NRR. That will be our next discussion. Plus a couple of things happening in the country, so we are affording an opportunity to also have a say. But let's get back to Martin. Martin, did you follow the callers?
Oh yeah, Trokon, I follow all of the callers, and thanks to all of them.
Okay.
And nobody disagreed. So that tells you the extent to which I'm connected to the people in Liberia. And they follow the work that we do. the further the impact that we make and the inspiration that we invoke within the community. So I would just like to say the caller who called and said he's a high school graduate. He does not have the opportunity.
Yeah, that's Emmanuel. Disabled, visually impaired. I got his contact.
So he already has a scholarship.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, you can connect with him. We are giving him a 4-year scholarship
Okay.
to have a degree at the Smart University. We have 40 scholarships there right now. The application will be up by next week. So there are courses. They offer management, they offer accounting, information technology, a lot of courses they offer. So he can choose and decide what he wants to study at the university level. And he has a 4-year scholarship without paying a dime. Yeah. So the other caller said, what do you want to go to do at the legislature? The first thing is, I did not say on this show,
Yeah.
I'm going to the legislature. No, I didn't say that. I have not declared any intention, any ambition, right? I told you that we have a legislature of indigenous vampires. They only care about their pockets. Why the people suffer? Look at what they get in salary. Over $9,000. Besides that, we give them huge benefits. $15,000 for constituency visit. Somebody is living in Morovia. Trokon. The person lives right in town and receiving $15,000 for constituency visit to go and visit a constituent. You living right to the capital.
Yeah, the representatives from District 7, District 8, District 9, right to the Capitol building itself.
Exactly. All of them live right in Morovia.
And guess the number of counseling we even give them. The amount, yeah.
Exactly. We have done a lot of these analysis. We're spending over $8 million plus just on gasoline in their cars. Why the young people don't have jobs? Are these people representatives of the people or representatives of themselves? So I didn't say, okay, I'm on the show today because I have come to tell you I want to go to the legislature. I didn't make that statement. No. I said the people will decide. They are the determinants or determinants politically. They will reshape the dynamics of the politics in the country ahead of 2029. Somebody talk about President Bwaka, whether I still...
Well, you still support him? You still support the Unity Party or this government?
I have no regrets for the decision I made. The conditions at that time made us to decide the way we decided. The conditions at that time were appalling. Our people were subjected to all forms of maltreatment and humiliation. Corruption was flying. The state coffers was being looted. There are pieces of evidence to show, including other reports, investigative reports, sanction reports, and all this kind of stuff. So for you to say, okay, Martin Colley, do you regret the decision to support President Bwaka? No, I did not. I don't regret the decision. I will not regret the decision either. Because I was on the side of the people.
He also asked whether you still support the regime.
I am an activist. If the regime does something well, I will say it. If the regime doesn't do well, you were in our country, Trokon. Everywhere President Bwaka, Kennedy, President Bwaka went, he mentioned my name. It's on tape. He said, rescue, people are calling me rescue Ramu, everywhere. Because I went on there and screamed to protect his image and integrity for the presidency. The records are there. I went on there and screamed, I defended him with every fiber of my being. I went to the screen to make sure Kennedy President Bwaka come to power. The records are there. They know. They know the sacrifices I made. I sat on my platform and generated thousands of dollars. I was not only fighting for him, but I was also raising money for him. The records are there. But does that mean when the government goes wrong today, because President Bwaka is in power and Martin Colley supported President Bwaka, I should also agree with the government. Even I disagree with the approach of the demolition just yesterday. Our people should be treated with dignity and respect. Even if you want to relocate them, you don't break down their structures. Some of these people have been living there for 20 years, 15 years. I'm a student of law. In the context of adverse possession, which is a precedent case, it's a case law, right? You don't just go and break down structures of people who have been squatting on a land for 20, 30 years. I talked to some of them, they have been there 30 years. The situation in Satan.
Mm-hmm.
You don't do that. You don't do that. These people are our citizens. There are some Liberians who are doing dirty work for foreigners, including the Lebanese, because these foreigners cannot own land according to the non-Negro clause in the Constitution, so they use some Liberians to fund for them. That is what's happening. We have investigated this. So we must treat our people with respect. As Zumi Bana admitting, they are not the real owners of the land. So you don't go 3 a.m., 2 a.m., or 4 a.m. with yellow machine while they are sleeping and you start breaking down the walls on them. This is humiliating. This is inhuman and degrading. And we are in defense of the people. That's why we have called on President Blackard to exercise restraint, treat these people with dignity and respect. They are Liberians. They are part of us. We must be able to give them a dignified relocation, even if the property is for government or the property is for a private citizen. This is my position.
Okay.
Okay, the properties are not for them, right? Granted. But should we just break everything down on them and leave them like that? No, we should not. We should find a remedy to transfer them to another location and resettle them. Even if we can compensate them because what you are doing, you are bringing them to square one. Remember. So who takes them back from square one to where they were before you broke down all their properties and houses? At the end of the day, we are increasing poverty and hardship in the country. And it affects the government because government is there to protect the interests of the people, whether economic interests or social interests. So this is my position.
Okay, Martin.
Another part I talk about, I just forgetting the question.
What are you disappointed in the government?
Disappointment as in what?
He just asked whether you are disappointed with the way the president is running the country.
So generally, in some areas, the government is making progress. In some areas, the government is not making progress. In those areas that they are not making progress, I'm disappointed. However, in those areas that they are making progress, we commend them for that. Because the thing is, Trokon, when the government does well, it impacts the lives of the people. And that's what I'm interested in. I'm interested in the total socio-economic transformation of our people. So any government that comes to power that will transform the lives of our people is something that we must commend. So whenever the government does well, we say, okay, this one is good. We think that I've appreciated the government multiple times on several fronts, including the diplomatic fronts. For example, member of the UN Security Council, it gives Liberia visibility globally. It's a commendable, yes, it's commendable. For example, the Office for the Establishment of a World Economic Crimes Court. Is that something to commend? Yes, it's something to commend. We are not here to criticize everything. We are here to criticize what needs to be criticized for the good of our people and for the good of our country. I am not an antagonist to the government. I am not an antagonist also to any opposition party or any opposition leader. I am for the people. I've always been for the people, even when I was a student leader at the University of Nigeria. The rectors are there. So I'm always on the side of the people. And I did that in the 2023 election. So to say, I should regret my action in 2023 for supporting President Blackard from the perspective of dialectics and historical materialism. I can still justify my action. The objective conditions at that time allow us to prefer a candidate who was winnable. The objective conditions at that time allow us to go against a government that subjected its people to all forms of humiliation and maltreatment.
Martin, thank you. It was a pleasure having you. Thanks for joining us today. I will make Emmanuel is he going to get in contact with you directly.
Yeah, please. And lastly, Trokon, I just want to call on all of our people to remain resilient. There is still hope for Liberia. Liberia is a small country, very small country. The country is unpopulated. the resources of that country, Trokon, are more than the people living there.
Yeah, the people say we don't pony plenty, so yeah, you there?
Our problem, we are just 5%.
Yeah, you there? Since you born one people, you won't born any. I will get populated.
Yeah, but the reason why a lot of people you want born Trokon, it has economic burden as well. There's an economic side to it.
I know so.
If you
Yeah.
fast this period, who send them to school? Who feed them? Who provide housing? So the small group of people, the elite, they have all the money in the country. Vast majority of the people suffer. Look at civil servants, for example. If you have over 20,000, 30,000 civil servants, bulk of them make less than $150. How can they born 4-5 children? But few people sitting on Capitol Hill, they have all the money, 9,000, 15,000, 20,000, 30,000. People who make $150. For not seeing $150, they have to pay their way to work. They have to pay money from them when they stay to go to hospital. They got to pay for current bill. For not seeing $150, they got to pay for current bill. They got to pay for water bill. They got to pay rent. They got to send their children to school. What is $150 in Liberia when inflation is above 6% or 5%? What is $150?
Okay.
So I am calling on the government. Number one, we want an increment in the salaries and benefits of civil servants. All civil servants. The minimum should be $500 per month. Minimum should be $500 per month. If people are earning 9,000, certain people earning 9,000, why can't civil servant earn 500? The same amount a representative spends to buy bread, that the same amount civil servant can spend to buy bread. The same amount a representative can spend to buy toothpaste, that the same amount civil servant can spend to buy toothpaste. But you get civil servant 150, you take 9,000 plus, excluding youth benefits. How does that make sense? This only tells you the extent to which the society is even equal economically. Socially, we are running a class society, and it is this class system that must be disrupted. That's why you need the young people to step forward ahead of 2029.
Okay.
It's important because it will regain the energy and inspiration of the country and the community as a whole. Thank you, Trokon. God bless our people. God bless you. And God bless the young people of Liberia.
Thank you, Martin. Martin K. Colley, an exile Liberian activist. He was there in conversation with me. And we'll take a break. When we'll come back, a few things to talk about. We'll also pay attention to the National Identification Registry. Since, that registry was ordered to stop all processes of citizen ID cards, it has not resumed that function yet. A Southern Liberian investigator wrote a very detailed article, and who will read through that article and make sense of some of what our brothers from the investigator put. David Menja was the one that wrote the article. Thanks to him and Leonard Dudu, the head there. We'll read out that article, and other of us will make sense out of it. Aside from that, we also have other things to talk about here on the conversation. My name is Trokon Wrepue. We'll go for a break here from our sponsors. We'll be back.
I become a person from my happiness.
Is your car sick? Is your car having engine problem, wheel alignment, or air conditioning problems? Then here's your solution. Here's the medication for your car. Automed's Garage on Girder Street, opposite the Old General Ministry, is the right clinic for all your cars. With our local and international professional mechanic, we get your car back in good shape. Automed's Garage. We have a multi-spray booth that leaves your car sparkling, or Car Care Center, CCC, that takes care of your car interior and exterior. We get your car the modern rims and doors handle. Let's just say we pimp your ride. Make your car look modern at Automed's Garage on Girder Street. We have a professional tire center that change your tire in no time. With our state-of-the-art diagnosing machine, we know exactly what's wrong with your car. No guessing. Our tow service is one of its kind. Tow your car for a reasonable amount if we won't fix your car. And for free if Automeds will service your car. Our prices are unbeatable and our customer service is outstanding. So whatever your cars need, call Automeds Garage on Girder Street, opposite the Old General Ministry, on 0555-535-307 or 0777-884-077. Automeds Garage. We care for your cars.
I
We are passionate.
Hey, Tanu, I need cash and there is no ATM around here.
Really? Did you try the EcoBank POS?
POS? I said I need cash. What is it about POS?
Judy, you can get your cash through the POS. All you need to do is to visit any EcoBank Express point or petrol trade gas station and request to use the POS. Guess what? It can also take other bank cards.
Oh, widow, you mean cards from banks overseas too?
Yes, it should just be your Visa card.
Wow, great. So when there is no ATM around me, I'll just use the POS to get my money fast. EcoBank has made it too easy, man. EcoBank an innovation that will 5 and 6 so.
EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Your favorite RLJ Kendeja Resort and Villas is new and improved with top-notch first-class services guaranteed to make you feel pampered and special as our royal guests. Ideally located on the RI Highway, a few minutes drive from the rehab junction, right in front of the Atlantic Ocean, you are assured of a peaceful, serene atmosphere of a home away from home. The ingredients for our Liberian meals are freshly picked from our garden to give you that unforgettable taste of Liberian cuisine. Our villas are designed and equipped to ensure every night spent with us is a memorable one. We are well positioned to host conferences and seminars of all sizes, as well as outdoor events like garden weddings and parties. Book your upcoming events and leave the rest for us to handle with 100% satisfaction guarantee. You can reach us on 0770-533-415 or email us at reservations@kendejaresort.com.lr. Visit our website on www.rljkendejaresort.com.lr. RLJ Kendeja Resort and Villas, for memories worth repeating.
My people, hello. My name is Dr. Catherine Thomas Cooper. I'm the Chief Medical Officer of Liberia. I got good news for everyone. The government and the partners last year started to give malaria vaccine in 6 counties in Liberia in the southeast. We are now ready to carry the vaccine to the remaining 9 counties. My people, the malaria vaccine will be given to children from 5 months all the way up to 2 years. Our children will take the vaccine 4 different times to help reduce malaria from catching them fast and for them not to get sick with malaria. The vaccine is safe, available and free. No paying money for it. So let us carry our children to the clinic or the hospital for the malaria vaccine. When we carry our children to the clinic or hospital, the doctor people will tell you more about the malaria vaccine. My people, even when your children taking the malaria vaccine, we must always make sure that they sleep under the mosquito net everywhere and every night. Let us also remind you that when our children are taken to the clinic, we must make sure that we carry our baby vaccine card. Carry your 5-month-old children and your children less than 2 years old to the clinic or the hospital for malaria vaccine. The vaccine is safe, available and free. No paying money. This is a message from the Ministry of Health and her partner.
And together we can have a healthy family and have a healthy life and be very happy. At home, let's follow the doctor's advice. This is the only way we can make it better for us in our family, in our country. Our health, our life is in our hands to make it better. Let's work together.
Welcome back to the conversation. This is the final segment.
Spain was made to shine.
Now we're looking into
What are my wings? What did
the NRR, National Identification Registry.
say there was me?
Rexley Myers featuring MC Caro on this one. This is called PSA.
Spain was made to shine.
She used to be my girl way back to Prime FM. You know, we work together, my workmate. Very, very, very. I don't mind her. But Rexley Myers, wherever you are, shout out to you. It's been a while since we last met or spoke.
I got dreams.
Hope we'll catch up soon.
Why didn't you scream? I got blamed. Said it was me. Now I am ruined. Now I'm not me. Yes, you swore you snatched my pride away. I'm not gonna let you take my voice away. Yeah, you swore you took my pride away. I'm not gonna let you take my voice away. Cause you are ruthless and now we know. You are the devil, you're right at shows. Should be in prison to serve you a lesson. Taking it by force was premeditated.
Shame, disgrace, beans, ablaze. I'm not sure how to move, cause every time I do, I see my clothes removed forcefully. I see blood on my womb, can't trust the man I knew. That uncle touched me too, wrongfully. Yo, pardon me, I'm just a kid, I'm a little me. I was raised to call you uncle, not to watch you make me bleed. I'm so afraid, and you so scary. I'm not your prey, but you so daring. You had your way, I want my justice. Cause this is something I'm about to live with. This is something I'm about to live with.
Cause you are ruthless and now we know. You are the devil, you're right, it shows. Should be in prison to serve you a lesson. Taking it by force was premeditated. Cause you are ruthless and now we know. You are the devil, you're right, it shows. Should be in prison to serve you a lesson. Cause taking it by force was premeditated.
Yesterday we're married, today the matter. Tomorrow that's Sarah, someday it will be us. Yesterday we're married, today the matter. Tomorrow that's
I love this one. It sends a clear message against rape. Be a gentleman, don't rape.
Sarah, someday it will be us.
That's the part I love so much. Rexley Myers, former workmate. Where are you, man? Yo, what with Rexley Myers? I try it one day. I'll get hit. Pekara Wrepue, Udimoka, Joe, and the rest of the people know what I'm talking about. But let's on a more serious note now. Let's do this very quickly. Let's turn our attention to the NRR. The NRR is the National Identification Registry, and a very nice detailed story written by my friend and brother David Menjo. He's the editor-in-chief there at the Liberian Investigator, thanks to Leonard Dudu and the team. And the headline says, National ID Registry shut nearly a year as contract dispute stalls service. Liberia National Identification Registry has been effectively shut down for nearly a year, cutting of millions of citizens from a critical public service as a contentious dispute over a proposed national ID contract marked by procurement objections, high-level lobbying, and unresolved accountability questions unfolds inside government. The registry closed to the public on June 23, 2025, with officials citing the need for a technical upgrade. No timeline for reopening was announced. What began as a temporary suspension has since ended into one of the most controversial governance disputes under President Joseph Yuma Boakar's administration. Nearly a year later, the registry remains largely dormant. People are taking pay there. A system built, then stalled. Established in 2011, the National Identification Registry began issuing biometric RD cards. In 2017, over time, it registered hundreds of thousands of Liberians and foreign residents. Despite persistent funding and logistical challenges, the system became essential for daily life, opening bank accounts, registering SIM cards, enrolling in schools, securing employment, and accessing public services. Technocrats were in the registry spent years expanding enrollment, upgrading softwares, and extending services beyond Monrovia. International partners supported earlier phases, and local RCT professionals were involved in system maintenance. That progress was disrupted abruptly in May 2025. MID. The Ministry of Information announced the registry's closure to allow for an upgrade, but provided no public roadmap, cost estimate, or legal basis for suspending services nationwide. The lack of transparency immediately raised questions among civil society groups and RCT experts. Why shut down a functioning system before a replacement was ready? Why deny citizens access to identification for an open-ended period? The Austrian proposal. According to government officials and procurement experts familiar with the matter, the shutdown coincided with renewed efforts to award a national ID contract to GmbH, an Austrian state-owned printing company that produces secure documents worldwide. OESD's interest in Liberia's ID system dates back to 2024, when a high-level Liberian delegation traveled to Vietnam for a meeting with the company. Officials familiar with the trip said the delegation included the Minister of Internal Affairs and Chairman of the NIR Board, Francis Yumali, President Boagai's economic advisor, Molly P. Kamara, NIR Executive Director Andrew Peters, and Senator Alex J. Tyler, among others. While government officials described the visit as exploratory, procurement specialists said the optics were troubling. Liberia's Public Procurement and Concessions Act requires major public contracts to be awarded through open and competitive processes. At the time of the Vietnam meeting, OESD had not won any competitive bid for Liberia's national RD projects. Procurement objections. Officials familiar with internal deliberations said an initial proposal estimated at about $9 million was structured as a direct contract. The Public Procurement and Concession Commission, the PPCC, reportedly refused to issue no objection, citing the absence of competitive bidding and failure to meet statutory requirements. Following the PPCC's position, opponents of the deal are said to have shifted strategy, precasting or recasting the project as a public-private partnership concession. Under this model, OESD will finance the system upfront and recover costs over time. Procurement experts note, however, that the public-private partnership concessions still require feasibility studies, competitive evaluation, and transparency. Critics argued that those safeguards were either rushed or bypassed. Allegations of pressure. Multiple sources within government alleged that pressure was applied from within and around the executive mansion to advance the OESD's proposal. President Boakai economic advisor Molly P. Kamara has been repeatedly named by sources as a key advocate for the Austrian firm, alongside other senior officials and board members. The Liberian investigator reached out to Mr. Kamara with this request for comment. Good evening, sir. I'm David Menja, news editor of the Liberian Investigator newspaper. I'm reaching out to hear from you about an allegation linking you to fronting for OESD, an Austrian company, to handle the processing of the national ID cards without going through competitive bidding as required by the Act of the Public Procurement Concession Commission. Do you have any comments, please? He asks. There are allegations that NIR not resuming its job is due to your involvement in forcing the Austrian company on the agency. Your thoughts, sir. The journalist end. This is Moni's response. President Bouaga's economic advisor. Did you write these suggestions yourself? Do you understand them? Do you know who I am? You are suggesting that I have powers that only the president can have. Go back to the president who gave you the information and ask for clarification. Because no company has been awarded any contract. The matter is referred to the NRC, which is the National Investment Commission. Thank you very much. Next time, please read the questions out loud and see if they make sense. Yeah, the president economic advisor is responding to a senior journalist, a news editor who has written for an inquiry. I'll read his response again. Molly's response. Did you write these questions yourself? Do you understand them? Do you know who I am? Your suggestions that I have powers that only the president can have, or you are suggesting that I have powers that only the president can have, go back to the president who gave you the information and ask for clarification. Because no company has been awarded any contract with exclamation. The matter is referred to the NRC. The NRC is the National Investment Commission. Thank you very much. Next time, please read the questions out loud and see if they make sense. The story continues. The most serious allegation is that the shutdown of the registry itself became a pressure point used to create urgency for accepting a new concession. According to these sources, proponents argued internally that Liberia's existing national ID cards was no biometric and therefore inadequate. NIR management disputes that claim, noting that the current system uses biometric enrollment, including fingerprint capture and demographic data. While the technology may not represent the most advanced option globally, experts say it meets the basic definition of a biometric identification system or identity system. During one meeting with Executive Mansion calling to official brief on the discussion, OESD representatives presented proposals directly to senior government officials, including the president. Sources said President Bouaga questioned whether the company had been selected through a competitive process and whether its proposal covered nationwide registration. The responses, they said, were inconclusive. A revised proposal letter circulated within the government repeatedly exceeded $50 million, still without clear details on nationwide logistics. RCT specialists warned that once recruitment, training, and deployment of temporary registration staff are factored in, total cost could approach $70 million for a country of about 5.5 million people. Law versus leverage. The BBCC's insistence on competition has emerged as a central obstacle. Officials familiar with the process say the Commission has consistently advised against direct sourcing, warning that bypassing competition exposes the sale to exposes the state to inflated costs and legal risks. That warning draws on recent precedent Under some administration, under the same administration, an initial proposal to procure yellow earth moving machines for more than US $80 million without competitive bidding was later subjected to bidding, reducing the cost to roughly $25 million. Analysts frequently cite the episode as evidence that competition delivers value for money. Critics now describe the national RD dispute as Yellow Machine 2.0, arguing that Liberia risks paying tens of millions of dollars more for services that could be procured more transparently. Adding to the controversy are claims, unconfirmed by documentary evidence, that proponents of the OESD deal floated the idea of an Australian-funded hospital in Foya, Lofa County. As a goodwill gesture, public finance experts caution that if such a project materialized, it would not offset losses from the overpriced national contract. Inside the registry. Within the NRO, staff morale has reportedly deteriorated. Employees who spoke on conditions of anonymity cited fear of job losses, frustration over prolonged inactivity, and concern that the institution's credibility is being eroded. Some staff members accuse NRO leadership and the board chairman of failing to resist external pressure. Whistleblowers say internal dissent has been discouraged and that management has not forcefully defended the existing system. Discussions of a possible staff protest have circulated in recent weeks, according to multiple sources. This is about the future of the institution and the country, one employee said to the Liberian investigator. And the story ends there. David Menjo, a former classroom teacher trained by the government of Liberia through the Kakata Rural Teacher Training Institute, he worked with the Ministry of Education for several years before transitioning into journalism, a field he had long been passionate about. So David Menjo read this story, this article, well written. He reached out to Mr. Mone Kamara, the economic advisor to President Joseph Boakai, on grounds that sources he's spoken with frequently mentioned his name, that he was allegedly fronting for the OESD team to come to Liberia. And what, according to the Liberian investigator article they've done, is that reportedly or allegedly, they do not want this company to go through the proper bidding process. Competitive bidding process by the PPCC. Because if it is open up, other companies will apply, and when they apply, they could do the same job, then we can have less to spend. But in the overall, these people want to come handpicked from what the article is suggesting. And on the overall, we will spend $70 million. Some other companies could come, well qualified and suited to do the similar job they want to do, and could charge us $20, $30, $35, $40 million. Example is the Yellow Machine deal. The same Yellow Machine deal scenario or saga is smelling into this NIR deal. Yellow Machine, no competitive bidding process. People woke up here, they say, we're having Yellow Machine at 80 million or whatever million plus. Today we've negotiated at less than $25 million. Only because a proper bidding was done and companies came. And we know that they're able to do the job. We gave it to them. Some said 40, some said 50. We said, no, since all of you can do the same job and this person is quoting less, we stick with the person. That is why I don't agree normally with the issue of the whole procurement thing. I have a whole extreme idea. Thinking about it. But sometimes this is what procurement does. Proper bidding process. So 3, 4, 5 different companies come. They can do the same job. They are well versed. They are internationally recognized. They got the prestige and everything. They got the technological know-how and everything. And then they apply. And one company they pay me 5 minutes, and they pay me 3, the other they pay me 2. Who do you think you would take? You would take obviously the person who said 2, because They will provide the same service, but somebody's charging 5 million. That's why you do competitive bidding. But the article is suggesting that people within the office of the president, the corridor of the president, and when they went to the president, Mr. Boakai asked him, did this company go through the competitive bidding process? They wanted to block and hand twist everything again. So the NIR that's supposed to enroll us, all of us, the population, is shut down for nearly 1 year, for nearly 12 consecutive months running. The NIR shut down. People are taking pay for doing no job over there. Only because certain people, quote unquote, want something to be done. So nobody's doing anything. Obviously, the NIR, take your time and go there. The place is poor, quiet, people roaming about. If it is not just for identification registry, tell me what else job they got to do. What else are they doing there? You're not registering us. You're not taking our picture. You say picture. You're not taking our picture. You ain't doing ID cards. No fingerprint. No biometric data you're entering. That's what people are taking pay there, people are working. And this institution court function, has been shut down for nearly a year. What came as a temporary suspension has gone for almost a year. What kind of temporary suspension can go on 1 year in this country? What kind of temporary suspension of an institution's function can go for a year? What is temporary by definition? Now we'll go for a year. Temporary, we're going almost a year. We can't open. And they're not enrolling anybody again. To have the biodata of your country is important. You will know how to do survey. You know how to counter health issues, epidemic, endemic. You'll be able to counter them. But the NIR has been shut down for nearly a year. People are not working. They are taking salaries. We give their core value, their core mandate is strong in the law that created them in 2011. Say they must enroll the population and keep our data. Have they enrolled the population? Are they keeping data? Are they taking people photo? Are they taking in biometric documents? No. But they are taking pay. Then the Liberian investigator is reporting that undercover there are people there doing some things to bring a company that we will roughly spend $70 million on without competitive bidding process. Then why do we have the PPCC, my people? Why are we always giving this country a hard time? We got the PPCC. The mandate of the PPCC is to vet these companies through competitive bidding process. Like I was explaining, 4 companies apply, say we can take care of your data. We can work with the NIR. Those 4 companies apply, and then we vet those 4 companies. For instance, we say 5. One company say, you'll give me 5 million. The other company say, you'll give me 3 million. The other company say, you'll give me 2 million, 1 million, 1.5. So all these companies are internationally versed with doing the work. They have the idea. They have the technological craft to do the work. So with that bidding process, you can take the person who's suggesting the list to say, give me $1 million, I can do the job. And somebody equally who can do the job as well is costing $5 million. That is why the procurement process, like I said, I have a very extreme view about procurement. I don't let to talk about it because I've heard, I know what can happen at times. But sometimes the process is good. That will bring people to the forefront. We tell them, say, X, Y, Z, take this, do that. And then they pick. The yellow machine, do you came here? People hand twisted. People went on covers. Somebody brought a machine here, they say, we'll pay $80 million or 70, I don't know how much million, 80 or 70 million or something thereabout. The same normal yellow machine, we went through the PPCC process, negotiated, held by the Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, till we came down to $25 or $22 million. A process we shall pay $80 million for, we came to $22 million. That's why the procurement process is there. The NIR is dead. Their court function is not being performed because Something called temporary suspension by the president was done, announced by the executive mansion, reinforced by the Ministry of Information. Since that temporary suspension, NIR is yet to resume its functions. And it's already enrolled the population. They ain't get no data for. They don't know how many. Everything about Liberia is just, we will always have thoughts. Like we always say, there's some places the government doing some very good things. I know much about Charles Taylor's regime. I was a kid. I was here Ellen Johnson regime. 2006, I was in sixth grade. Up to 2012, I was of age. I still know what happened here. Ellen did some good things. There were some things she didn't do good. Mr. President George Weah came. He also did some very good things. There were some things he did not do good. Mr. Bouakat is here. There are some things he's doing good, and there are some things he's not doing good. And it is our responsibility as the mass media to remind our leader, Mr. President, does it concern you, Uncle Joe? Mr. President, does it really concern you that the NIR has been shut down for nearly a year without anything happening? And we're not reopening it? Are people around the president really telling him these things? It is important. We can run the country the way we are doing. You take the people function, you suspend it. Some kind of job somebody's supposed to do, people want arm twisted, people want to do some kind of thing, and the NIR remains shut down forever. With a few costs, this too is Liberia. We keep talking, we keep reminding our government, because we are the government, we are the people. The Constitution says all power is what? Inherent in the people. So it is our responsibility to remind them. The NIR still remain closed. People are taking pay when their functions are suspended. Why are they even taking pay when they're not working? How am I supposed to be news editor at OKFM? They don't come to work. Or Clarence say, or the management say, we shut down, we suspend the function of the news department. But I can't. More and take pay. More and take pay. That is what happening to the NRO. It is not their fault. Don't get me wrong. But people there in authority, plus people around the president, they need to have a conversation to resume their function. Biometric data for any country is very important. It's not just taking picture for you to carry ID card. That system holds all of your information. You can be traced. You can be rescued using that system, using those information within. So if you're taking it to be a joke, it's not a joke. Something must be done, Mr. President. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah? Welcome.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm fine. Go ahead.
My name is Emmanuel here. I've called from the TV. Yeah, listen to your talking point. Trokon, the last time when our institution was in Canada praying, I think that all of you raised the issue that the president needs to be shut down to do proper investigation. Yeah. So right now, I'm hearing again that the institution still closed down and you're raising the issue to say the people not get attention to it for me, raise your concern to me. I think maybe they still doing investigation to see what the main problem was.
Okay.
So let's just wait and see. The president will not be able to just look at that place to just say close down. Hey, go to year yet. I think somewhere around September there.
Ready?
September, of course. I did my article in August.
Yeah.
I did my article right after I did the article, they closed it down.
Okay.
So I think it's 1 year.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello?
Yeah. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Adam Kane. This is about CKA. Member, you never in the lecture bureau.
Yeah.
Sorry. The people are really small in the government will say, you can listen to her. Mo Ali. It's also suspend Mo Ali.
My man. I beg you. Hey, wait. Chief. Sorry. You call you again. I don't tell you. We're talking serious about NRA. You're talking about Mo Ali. You get a personal thing with Mo Ali again, go to the office? We talking serious thing about identification regime and you can't talk about president must suspend Mo Ali. Hello?
No,
Yeah, let's hear you.
I don't want to call my name for security, but the president have to do something about that place.
You gotta do something.
Over there, they really have to do something about that. Every day, people come over there, people losing jobs, people losing money because they don't have the cash to pay the president. Let him get involved. Whatsoever that hold in that place, we beg him, let them open that place. Because even if the place is open and we're doing whatsoever confession, those confessions can be in the process while we're working, we're doing our normal work. So actually, we beg the president to get involved.
So you aren't doing no more weather again, eh?
Nothing happening there. Nobody was saying June to me there.
I know.
June to me there.
I know nothing is happening over there. But you keep taking your salary with you in a bad we can't do something. But any paying you? Oh, they never know. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah?
Yeah, this is Chris. I'm calling from the borough of Trokon.
Let's hear you, Chris.
No, my dear brother, what you are saying that's a fact. The man who came said that they more over in every 1 year. That one because in every 1 year, so it might not be functioning.
They play close June 23. We're going 8 months.
June 23, they play close. From June to later, then 1 year, 1 month. I mean, now 7
Now
months.
8 months now. About 1 year.
So what are they saying? So since we pay our money, up to now we have not got anything.
You know how many people pay their money over there, then get ID card?
They get ID card, then you can't say now go 1 year. They're supposed to go 2 days. My dear brother, thank you for the call, yeah?
Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Yep, let's hear you.
Yeah, good evening, Trokon.
Go ahead.
Okay, concerning the NRR, Trokon, I'm not going to call my name, I'm appealing to you. But concerning the NRR...
You well with NRR?
Concerning the NRR, Trokon, I'm not going to call my name, I'm appealing to you.
I'm saying you call your name, I don't know you working there. Go ahead, let's hear you.
Yeah, Trokon.
Yeah.
You see, you just said it all. The government, since June, last year,
June 23.
Last year, June. So, somebody was talking about, so since last year, June, we're talking about around between May and June, the government shut down the institution. The institution that is generating funds for government.
June 23, they shut it down.
They shut it down. And up to now, there is nobody speaking about it. Nobody uplifting the institution. People are just dormant. The institution is dormant. And I'm speaking to you, I'm getting information. Some of us are getting information also that people also printing the article. People also printing the article. I give you a quite detailed information for security standpoint.
Wow.
People also have to
That's dangerous. Very, very dangerous.
It's your institution. They are doing it now as I speak to you in this country. So the government better put a backing order to make sure that the institution they are staying another way up so that it can produce money for the country. You can shut one thing now and Mr. Who they appointed as the steering committee here. Up to now, as a serious
he has made no report.
Nothing.
Not one paragraph. I've seen.
Nothing at all. So the people around the president, some of us getting the clear information that it is true that the people around the leader are the problem for the leader, not just the leader alone.
Yeah,
so
but
the
president himself can open his eyes too.
To intervene.
All right.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm Eric Smith and I call from Nicholson area.
Eric, go ahead, please.
Hello, my brother. One of the corrupt entities that are era.
How you say the corrupt?
No, from the day they post up to that era, people printing article on call getting to people.
Yeah.
They get a beginner in the corner to the girl cafe, they get a machine printing article getting to people, and the behind will go and collect money from them. No, lady, it's very much bad for the country. The president had to do something. This is how problem has come. Foreigner getting the ID card, citizens hoping to get it. But the foreigner has only go, they pay 30, 40, they take and give it to them in secret. It is very somewhere far for the country. Then the president will go and now everything you have to say that. This is the time that the president will send them when one for correction. That era, you have to look at that era. You have to pay attention to that anything.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so kindly. Let's talk to somebody from this side. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm very fine.
My name is Johnson too. A regular listener of this show, but I don't usually call. Thank you for picking up my call today.
All right.
Yeah, due to that particular thing, that my phone here expire. He expire right now. I'm trying to think how to renew it.
So the way it expired, Nana, you not citizen, yo. The way it expired, Nana, you not citizen, yo.
I will get it because you know what the previous caller just said. I will get it. Somebody please tell me the way out already.
Really?
Yeah, so I will get it. I'm a citizen. I deserve it. So for the people who getting it, who not supposed to get it, we know them really around to get it. You got people who are not from the country, Nigerians, that know that they have it. They have it in the possession right now. They use the cash to get it.
Wow.
So what about me? What I mean, as a librarian, I need it because if possible, I need my driver lesson. All the things are important to me. So I know that my driver lesson will be expired in June. And my facility has already expired. Government not even thinking about opening it. If you can get a contact to the people, but you create avenue that government will generate money from somewhere that way they were doing it first. Let people go and get it. But if you just put the whole entity down and the people using bypass to get it, it's bad for our country.
Terrible.
And what's happening right now?
Security wise is bad. Yeah.
It's bad. People just getting money. And the problem that you putting money in individual pockets, now you go into government revenue. So complaining, I said no job. So government want to create an avenue. The people who working to get money, so they will just do what they say that even they go home. It's wrong. And at the same people are giving it all. You want to get for it now, for the starting 2 days you get it.
I know you won't get it last year, so I'll not call it. Thank you so kindly. Yeah, man, I ain't want to get it out of ways. I ain't calling nobody. Hello? Hello? Let's hear you, please.
Gondon Quile.
Yeah, Quile.
Yeah, thank you for the show. And it's interesting. The government, work hard to open that place because we all are suffering. We also when they company or to now some of us now lose contract. But I called somebody from town. They said the people get new office. They try to open before they more in.
Who people?
The media people.
And I already get new office.
That is Adiga Center.
But then I allowed to you. I didn't I see undercover people.
Okay, because
I don't know of any information that they can open new area for any area now.
Okay, thank you.
All right, okay. Hello?
What's going on?
Yeah, after you take the last person. Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you for the show, Trokon. Yeah. The previous caller just told you. We're joking with the whole country. I'm General and I'm calling for Wrepue, okay, first.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're joking with the whole country running a country like we're running a community. How can you close a government institution that generating revenue for the amount of time? But let's begin from a year, begin for the travelers to go somewhere and needed our solution ID card. He went somewhere and paid $40 and you will get it out. Yes. So they just joking. They just create another eating for certain people somewhere. Yeah.
Wow. So people really face the article for doing it, huh?
$40 in pay and got it. I compared to my own, the same quality. I got my way will be expiring 2030 something because I went for and the reason is after my first card got.
Okay.
So, yeah. So they need to reopen up too. Thank you.
All right. Let's talk to this person on this line. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. Let's hear you. Who's here?
Sorry, I'm not a regular caller on your show, and I'm constrained a bit to call. I'm Joseph Dima. I work for the National Identification Registry.
Okay, Mr. Dima, let's hear you.
So, as a matter of fact, I'm the Director for Enrollment Services at the National ID Registry.
Okay.
I got caught, at the onset of your show, with the intent to follow up from colleagues that there was an article being published, and then your afternoon conversation, I picked it up, so I decided to listen to get the public view.
Yeah.
What first thing I would suggest is that as an institution and as a media practitioner, to take a walkthrough, enhanced walkthrough, so that you can have first-hand information about the status of the National RD program and the National RD registry. As a matter of fact, in December of last year, the NRR relocated. So currently, we are concluding the relocation process at our new headquarters, adjacent the German embassy at Oro Junction.
Yeah.
So just in case, because earlier, one of the
there's a building over there. There's a building over there.
Yeah, just adjacent the German embassy. That's our new headquarters. You see a big signboard there.
Yeah.
Additionally, based on administrative reasons, on 23rd of June, the government, through the Ministry of Information, announced a temporary closure of the National RD enrollment process. Not the National RD registry, it's the enrollment process. So from 23rd June 2025 to date, that temporary closure is in effect. So that if anyone saying to you that if people go there, they pay money, they get RD, it's a lie.
Okay.
It's a blatant lie.
But there are people calling that other registration centers, people are giving ID cards. There are people calling here saying it.
So you have to pay attention to what I'm saying, and that's the reason why I say it is something that you as journalists, as we all puzzle and strive to achieve a better Liberia, when you get this kind of information, you can walk through unannounced to do validation. What I can say to you, which is factual, as the president of mid-level managerial authority there, is that we are temporarily closed as of June 23rd to the public.
Okay.
We are very sorry based on the inconvenience the population is faced with, because the RD is serving as an enabler to access public services. So as a government institution responsible to issue the RD for which people can use the RD to access services, we think that the population, people have been coming in thousands daily across the country, our different offices to get the RD.
I will store your number because you're calling directly, and then it's almost news time. I will afford you an opportunity next week.
Just 10 seconds.
Yeah.
It will be a good thing also to get an invite for your show, so that we'll be able to provide very first-hand information to the public.
Yeah, we'll have that discussion. I will call you. We'll have that discussion. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Thank you so much. That does it for the conversation here on OKFM 99.5. Have yourself a wonderful rest of the weekend. Bye-bye.